capos or capos, depending where you're from, are a hot topic for guitarists. I've used capos a lot. This one, actually, I've used a lot. But today, I'm focusing on this little thing, the G7th Performance 3 steel string capo. I have been a faithful Trigger capo user. This has never let me down. I've had it since 2004. It has been gigged, used for songwriting, used for teaching, and it's still in one piece. This is a solid piece of kit. So I really just wanted to test out a perfect excuse to play around with some new gear. So let's see what this one's about. As I do with everything, I'm going to break this down into little sections, beginning with the design, the look, the feel. My first observations on this when I unboxed it were that it just looks so slick. Whoever designed it really cared about it. It's compact, everything's rounded, it's so smooth, and it's got a really nice weight to it, which feels dead secure. Getting further into the design of it, the actual mechanics aspect of it is such that it's got this UTC, this unique tension system, that when you squeeze it shut round your guitar neck, it won't reverse back open again. Like literally, I'm pulling that apart and it won't open again. It's so impressive. So then you have to pop your thumb on this little lever here and squeeze it back open again. Super easy. So squeeze it shut, pop it back open, squeeze it shut, won't open, pop it back open. One of the things that I wondered actually when I was looking into this was how one-handed friendly is it? Because I'm used to using a Trigger capo and I can take that off, put that on, slide it down the neck to another fret. But this, I was just a bit dubious about how easy it is to do that in situ. When you're gigging, teaching, writing, whatever you're doing, this action actually is super intuitive, like genuinely. That's what they say on the website, but it does feel like a really intuitive movement. If you want to pop it open and slide it down to a different fret, that also feels really straightforward, but you've got the guitar neck to guide you. So then if I want to take it off, that's a little bit more faffy. So I feel like there's probably more chances that you're going to fluff that and drop it on the floor, but it maybe will just take a bit of getting used to because the rest of it's so intuitive. I think what I would do while I was getting used to it would be pop it on a guitar stand, put it in my pocket, which it smoothly goes into, by the way, because it's so compact, or on a table. One of the things that I've noticed while I've been using this for the last 2 weeks is that when it's on, it feels really secure and the tone of my guitar is lovely. So if I pop this on, there's no buzzing issues. It sounds lovely. And when I move it up to a silly fret where the fretboard and the neck are a bit of a slightly different shape, just that sound is got a really nice cleanness to it that I'm not as used to. So that did stand out to me, the tone. One of the things that they say this has is ART, which is the adaptive radius technology. Here, this little pad changes pressure depending what the curvature or the flatness of your guitar neck is or your guitar fretboard is. The pad adapts to the shape and it puts even distribution on the strings, so you're not getting strings that are pressed down too hard or not enough. So it's not sharpening things by pressing certain strings down harder than they need to be. That's something that for me is noticeable. So for that I like. And also a massive bonus is that it's so compact. There's nothing that's clunky and you don't feel like it's getting in the way when you're playing, which is a revelation. The other thing to look at is the price. Obviously you can pay as little or as much for gear. So generally Trigger capos are about £26 in the UK at the moment. The G7th was 40. That's quite a big difference. And that would be on some people's mind. Not everybody's mind, because if you just want good gear and you're professional, you'll pay it if it's worth it, but it's got to be worth it. The bonuses with this are that it comes with a lifetime warranty that you can register on the website, and that this pad here, if you need to change it, you don't have to get a completely new capo. You can just take that out and buy a new one, and they're about £12. But it does say on the website that actually most people will never need to do that in their lifetime. So that's going to be a test of time, isn't it? The website also states that if you have a defective capo, you can contact the company and have it replaced free of charge. Another thing that's a smart move on the company's behalf is that you can get these things engraved. So if you're a performer and you want your brand putting on there, or if you'd like a pattern putting on there, or if you're buying somebody a gift and you want to put their name on it or a message, that kind of thing. So I like this company because for me, they've put thought into it, and I like that. The only thing that I'm genuine concern about is, and I don't know whether it's just this capo or whether they're all like that, this little plastic lever here, can you hear that? Rattles, like it moves slightly. And I don't know whether that would become like a sound issue if you were doing a studio session or something quiet, whether that would vibrate or not. But that's it. So is it worth our money? For me, yes, absolutely it is. If you are playing guitar a lot, even if it's not something you do professionally, if you want something, you need solid kit that you can rely on. If you are short of a bit of cash, there are excellent capos that you don't have to spend this much money on. So it entirely depends on your budget and what you are using it for. But I am very happy with this so far. So it's just about looking at this as a refined, different style capo that's more compact and just has a different thing going on. So I need to go away for a few years and play with this and see if it lasts as long as my other capos. I will see you next time. Have fun, buy a new gear.